Alright, what is up guys? Brian here, and this is my Lucha Underground review for this past Wednesday night's episode of Lucha Underground. I was not able to make a review video yesterday, but I figure I'd give my thoughts on Lucha Underground and this past Wednesday's episode. So let's get right into it. Not too good of an episode this past Wednesday night. We did see the start of the Cueto Cup, in which 32 Lucha Underground competitors will compete for the opportunity in a single elimination tournament for not only the Cueto Cup, but for the opportunity, or should I say a shot, at the Lucha Underground title at Ultima Lucha 3. And the Cueto Cup started this past Wednesday night with 4 matches. So let's get right into it. In one Cueto Cup tournament match, it was Mala Suerte taking on the Mac. Of course, the Mac coming off the heels of his opportunity at the Lucha Underground title against Johnny Mundo, in which he lost last week, getting another opportunity. This was the first appearance for Mala Suerte. This was actually pretty good. The Mac won in a very good back and forth matchup. Very impressive showing by Mala. But the Mac advanced in the Cueto Cup. We saw the return of Pentagon Dark. He took on Argenis in another Cueto Cup matchup. This one was very good as well. Pentagon Dark won with the package pile driver, so he advances in the tournament. Afterwards, he would go on to once again break the arm of Argenis, who he has broken the arm of before. So that was it for that one. We saw a highlight video, or not a highlight video, but a training video for both Johnny Mundo and Rey Mysterio Jr. Both of these guys are going to be facing off, I believe, at Ultima Lucha. And for the Lucha Underground Championship, if I remember correctly, Johnny Mundo will be defending that Lucha Underground title against Rey Mysterio. And on last Wednesday's episode, they basically, in what was a well-done video clip of both of them training, getting prepared for this match, we had Tejano taking on Famous B in a Cueto Cup tournament match that saw Tejano win in short fashion. Famous B was going to lay down and let Tejano pin him, and Tejano went for the pin, but then said, no, I'm not going to beat you that way. Picked him up, boom, hit a sit out power bomb on him, and pinned him 1, 2, 3. So Tejano advances in the tournament. And then Drago, under the management of Cobra Moon, he defeated Aerostar. This came about, or I should say Drago, like I said, under the management of Cobra Moon, or under the control of Cobra Moon, turned his back on Aerostar and Phoenix last week, and basically aligned with Cobra Moon and her henchmen to become the new Trios champions. So it's if I check my notes here, sorry about this. Oh boy. Yeah, last week it was Drago turning his back on Phoenix and Aerostar, and now Drago is with Pindar and Vibora, I think is how you, and they are the Trios champions. And on last Wednesday's episode, Drago beat Aerostar to advance in the Cueto Cup. So that was the fourth match of the start of the Cueto Cup tournament. So Drago, the Mac, Tejano, and Pentagon Dark all advanced in the tournament on last Wednesday's episode. Then we would see a clip of Cage, who won the Ultimate Power thing from I believe it was a few weeks ago or a few months ago. He would meet with Congressman Delgado, played by Lorenzo Lamas. They would talk about Cage, or they would talk about Cage working for him, and all this other stuff. Pretty much this clip would end with Cage punching Congressman Delgado and basically killing him. And that was it. Cage walked off saying he's not a man, he's a machine. So pretty much that was it for last Wednesday's episode. Overall, though, my thoughts on the show, I mean, considering that the last 2 weeks, the last 2 episodes to the start of the second half of season 3 were good. Hopefully, this week's episode was not good at all, and hopefully they improve with the start of this Cueto Cup. Hopefully they get a lot more, better as far as competition-wise, as far as in-ring action is concerned. So, with that being said, I'm sorry if I'm rambling. But if you guys watched last Wednesday's episode, let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments below. This has been my recap of what took place on this past Wednesday night's episode of Lucha Underground, second half of season 3. This was the 3rd episode. So with that being said, I am Brian, and thank you for watching.